Hi everyone. In this video, let's talk about Splunk search modes. Fast versus smart versus verbose. So let's demystify this. Let me bring up search and reporting app. I'm going to simply go ahead and search for the Splunk tutorial data that I had uploaded earlier. Before I click search, the search mode is available right underneath the time picker here. If you click on it, you can see fast mode, smart mode, and verbose mode. So let's talk about these. Why are these search modes in here anyway? The reason Splunk provides these search modes is you can tell Splunk to give emphasis for certain aspects of your search. Primarily, it is the speed and the completeness. Do you want to give emphasis to search speed? Or do you want to give emphasis to completeness? Now, what do I mean by completeness? It comes down to two areas. Number one, the field discovery. Does the automatic field discovery run when your search results load? And number two, the events data. Is the events data available when you run statistical searches like stats or time chart? Let's see how this works in action. I'm going to simply go ahead and search for a certain source type. Let's run this in fast mode first. In fast mode, the field discovery is off. As you can see, there are no custom fields appearing on the field sidebar, only the metadata fields such as host, source, and source types, and so on. It's not very useful without the fields here. Let's take a look at the speed. It ran in 0.826 seconds. Let's make a mental note of that. Let's also go ahead and run a statistical search. I'm simply breaking down the number of requests by status. When I run a statistical search, Splunk automatically takes me to the statistics tab, and of course I can also go to the visualization tab to view a pie chart in this case. But take a look at this events tab. There are no events here. If I click on Events tab, I get a message, your search did not return any events because you are in fast mode. Search in verbose mode to view events. In some cases, you may want to look at the events alongside your statistics. Fast mode does not show the events. Now let's run this in verbose mode. I'm running the search. As you can see, it's already taking a bit to load. The reason is it is doing automatic field discovery. But this is very useful for many cases because I could easily see all the fields available. Here I see bytes, category ID, client IP, etc. These are all fields extracted from the raw data. So Splunk will extract fields when you run your search in verbose mode. That's not the case with fast mode. Now let's also take a look at the speed at which it ran. It took about 3.25 seconds, almost 300% more than fast mode. So you may want to double think before you run something in verbose mode. But now let's take a look at a statistical search. I got the results, but now notice the events tab. Splunk, in addition to calculating statistics, it also retained all my events. It pulled back all the events. So in some cases, it is useful for me. Now let's run the same search in smart mode. In smart mode, field discovery is on. The automatic field discovery runs and I do see all the fields that are extracted from my raw data. Let's take a look at the speed. 3.322 seconds, almost same as verbose mode. Let's take a look at the statistical search. Now here is the kicker. Events data is not there. With smart mode, Splunk does not bring the events data back. When you run statistical command, smart mode will run much faster than verbose mode. To sum it all up, here are the major differences between fast mode, verbose mode, and smart mode. Note that field discovery is off in fast mode, it's on verbose mode and smart mode. When you run stats command, whether or not the events data is available is determined by the mode. In fast mode, the events data is not available, so is the case with smart mode. Only in verbose mode, you get all the events data when you run a statistical command. All this means is, for both speed and completeness, smart mode will give you a balanced performance. One final thing, in fact, this is the most important thing I want you to take away from this video. When you save a search, either as a saved report or as an alert, the search mode is preserved, meaning when you ran an ad hoc search and then you want to save it as a report or an alert, understand that the search mode you used will be the one that's used in the saved search and alert. So what this means is, if you do not need the events data, do not enable verbose mode and then save it as a search. Most probably when you save it as a report or an alert, you are simply looking at the statistics and not the events data. This is a common issue I always run into, where someone's scheduled search runs really slow or they don't get the reports on time, etc. You go and dig deeper and you find that the search is saved as a verbose search. There is no need to bring back all the events for statistical calculations. I hope this was useful. Have fun. Happy Splunking.